Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Yes.
Is anyone
we're
else
back.
getting I wouldn't say Monday's just getting work done, right?
Yes,
Maybe that you left on Friday and you're like, I'll deal with that next week. It's here. It's today. Today is Monday. How's everyone doing?
We have arrived. Yeah, we're back. We took a little mini break, and so it's been 2 weeks since we've been with you, but we're happy to be back.
Absolutely.
And we're talking about tagging. So you guys, drop your comments, drop your thoughts on how your tagging is going in the comments. We will answer any questions you have. Tonight, we're going to jump into some frequently asked questions. We got all sorts of goodies.
We are officially 4 weeks out from the sale. So if you have been hearing us loud and clear, we have said start your tagging early because you will thank yourself. Your check will thank you, all the things. And so we've just been making it clear that earlier you get started, the more you're going to get back. Hey, Heather.
Yeah. Hi, Heather.
What do you mean?
Absolutely. Yes. Life comes up. Things happen, right? Like Katie was like, I've run out of hangers. We were coming up with all the little things that can happen last minute, right? So it's just so good to get an early start for so many reasons. You know, a child breaks an arm, or you have a trip come up. Sorry, that might not put this in the video, Katie. Sorry, James has broken his arm a couple times.
Yes. We don't want any of that mojo before the event, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Hi, Brianne. Okay, so she's got a question already. Great job. It's probably one of those emails somewhere. There's a lot of information, so I'm glad you came on to ask. But is there a limit on number of items you can consign? I thought I saw something about there being a limit. So there's no limit on total number of items you can consign with us. We do have 2 department limits, and that is Mommy Mart is limited to 8 items, and we have a list of those available. I can drop them in the comments of the categories we accept in Mommy Mart. And Juniors Girls Hanging Clothes has a limit on brands, but not a quantity limit. So I will also drop our juniors brands list in the comments for you. Yeah.
Great question.
Yes.
Feel free to drop any more tonight. We are here to be talking about all things tagging, to go over some questions that have been asked this week and what have been the most popular, and hitting you with some reminders and things that, oh goodness, I can't believe here we are again 4 weeks out. It's
amazing. Every time we say that, I don't know why, but 4 weeks feels a little extra like, whoa, it's coming, right? It really does, for sure.
I still get so excited.
Yeah. Speaking of exciting things, Katie, I feel like we should go for the big exciting thing and tell them about the tagging challenge.
Yes.
What do you think?
I know I have heard some whisper out there that, are you going to do another 9 and 9 challenge? We are. And so we are back. Starting tomorrow is our 9 and 9. We're calling it the back to school challenge because y'all's kids are back in school and we have some extra time on our hands, right? Getting things done. And so we are having our back to school 9 and 9 challenge. If you are new here, it is where we ask you to tag 9 items in 9 minutes or less. The reason why we really talk about that 9 minutes is because, well, I guess 9 items. 9 items can fit on one piece of cardstock. And so that's why we really make this an exciting time for you to get that done. So every 9 items you tag, you can enter into a drawing for a $50 gift certificate to be spent at our upcoming sale. So we are so excited to do this. Yeah. I know it's when everyone just gets so hungry to tag. So that will be going live tomorrow. And yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Your husband, Jake, just dropped a whole bunch of emojis. I don't know what they mean. Can you translate? Is that just Jake being silly?
It's the cat emoji. Oh,
he's emoji bombing us.
He's such an awesome. I could be my daughter. I'm not gonna lie. My daughter is awake right now with him, and they could be dropping emojis right now.
Oh, that's so cute. Hey, we're all for it. Absolutely all for it. Should we do a really quick emoji game? So we
Let's
got
do
our
it.
big exciting thing out. Okay,
Jake's
you
dropped it.
guys.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
get those fingers, thumbs, fingers typing or whatever. We're gonna
I'm
play
gonna
a
do
quick
it.
emoji game. So what kind of a clutter? So we're talking about honest closet clean out, okay? So do you get overrun with toys or do you get overrun by clothes? So drop a teddy bear or another toy emoji in the comments if you get overrun with toys, which is this girl. And if you have piles and piles of clothes, drop an article of clothing in the emojis. Oh, Katie is a
I'm
toy
in
girl.
the toilet. I think it's
Me
because so
too.
both of my boys, my son just had his birthday on Tuesday. He is 10 years old. How is that real? And then my other son will be 12 on October 6th. So that's just a week before we get into the sale. But with that comes new toys, right? And so we have been purging out some of his old to accept some of the new stuff. And so I got some of that. That was Lizzie. Okay. So I got some of, well, I got a lot of our clothing tagged earlier on, but now I'm feeling a little bit drowning in the toy department.
Are you? Yeah. I don't keep a lot of clothes around for my kids. Like I keep around what they need, but I'm not a big like clothes hoarder for the kids. I am for myself, but not for the kids. So I tend to get bogged down by toys. Trisha is a clothes girl. So is Melissa. So yeah, no matter what, right? It all sells at JBF, which is great. Yeah. Heather says, when can you start a valet tagging 9 and 9 challenge? I can't talk tonight, guys. Next sale, can you guys come up with a valet tagging? I don't know if you're quite that lucky, Heather, but we could talk about that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you and Daniel would just, wow.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know that we
Okay.
could afford you to.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, when does the contest start, Katie?
Tomorrow. You will see
Yay!
a post on Instagram, on Facebook, and the link there. So get your stuff tonight. Just start going through their closets.
Yep.
Maybe they're already asleep. Go through the toy bin when they're not looking and start prepping those items to be tagged. Because the best way to get going is to do all pants together or all the toys together, all the shoes together at once. And you will just be amazed how quickly that trickle down, that snowball effect starts, right?
Yeah.
Whew,
Absolutely.
that's how
It goes fast. Yeah. And it goes
Mhm.
for 1 week, right? So at the end of the week, we will draw our winners. And there's going to be 3 winners for this challenge. So 1 week long. Usually they're 2 weeks. We're going to do 1 week this time. Okay, we have a teen clothing question, Katie. So Trisha is asking, she says, I have teen stuff to sell as well. I know there are certain brands, but the ones I have aren't in it. Can I bring them and see if they're accepted too? So great question, Trisha. It really is. Unfortunately, we are being very strict on our brands. We are also working, though, with a local teen charity in Kitsap County who accepts our teen clothing. So we are happy to pass that on to our teen charity partner, or you're welcome to make other arrangements. But great question. But yes, please don't bring brands that aren't on the list because all it will do is make your inspection take longer and they will be no thank yous. So good question. Yeah. All right. What does Dania say? Oh, wanted to say hi, but I'm off to bed. Long getaway and I'm beat. Have fun. You too,
Oh,
Dania.
just came
Dania
back
just
from Disney.
yes.
Birthday. Happy birthday again, Dania. How exciting.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, guys, keep those questions coming. We've got a lot of good questions already. And we have a couple of more announcements. And if your fingers are warmed up, we're still doing our emoji game. So do you get overrun by toys or clothes faster?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's be honest. It's always close for me, but
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Okay. So, Katie, I wonder, should we do our top 5 real quick?
yes. Let's do
Okay,
it.
awesome. So, this week's top 5, everyone, is These are top 5 items that sell really fast. They're also just reminders for all of you to remember to check these departments, not it's your home, but remember to check these areas in your home. So these 5 items sell really fast. And this week's top 5 is sneakers, backpacks, games, puzzles, and books. So all of those items sell fast. They might be something that you haven't thought to check and see if you've got some things that you aren't really using anymore and somebody else could love. Oh, Dania had just enough time to drop in her definitely close.
Yes.
She put in 2 emojis, so maybe that means they pile up twice as fast. Yeah.
I think from my hand-me-downs too. Yeah.
Absolutely. We have another teen clothing question. So Carol asks, I'm curious what the teen clothing limit is. My girls have so many items. So Carol, the teen department, so juniors, girls, is not limited by quantity. It's only limited by brands. So you can bring as many items as you want. They just have to be the brands on our list. Now, the 2 exceptions to that are formal wear. So prom dresses, pageant dresses, and swimwear can be other brands. But they are subject, obviously, to the same quality standards as the rest of our clothes and style. So we still want things to be teen focused, but there's no limit on the amounts, which is great. We're excited about that.
Yeah, I love her follow-up question too about teen boys.
Yeah.
No, there is not a limit of items nor a brand list. So
Yep.
bring all the teen boy items.
Yeah.
That area, I don't know. Maybe it's just those boys are a little bit more rough on their clothing. And so we don't have nearly as much teen boy items as the teen girls. And so this is just an area that we've had to focus on is that teen girl. We've definitely hummed and hawed over the whole entire thing and just figured that this is the best way to help serve our community for the teen girls. And so we're really hoping to just invite your teen daughters and friends and make a fun night out of it. Have them come shopping because this is going to be a great sale for them to find just that best high quality items at such a great price.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, bring on the teen boys. We need more. The racks are always low and they sell really fast. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. We have another question, Katie. We've got a lot of great questions already.
I'm working on it.
What's the best way? I know Katie is ready for you, Angelica. So, what's the best way to hang a 2-piece set?
I am working on this for you, Angelica. I have a 2-piece tops over here, and I am bundling them together for you. And you know what I like? I have a plastic hanger here because, yes, we do sell wire hangers through our sale, through our supply page that look like this. These wire ones just get stuck so easily on I've got one right here. Ta-da! So these wire ones are really fabulous if you're bundling multiple items because it is so thin, whereas the plastic one, you can tell, is a lot thicker. It's harder to get those safety pins around that, but I am showing you it doesn't matter if it's plastic, wire, whatever, works best for you. So this is exactly how we're going to bundle a 2-piece tops. So no different. You can put pants on the back. We just want to make sure we're going around the hanger and through both items. So that way when we do our shake test, it's not going to be falling off. You really want to make sure that it's the same size. It can be completely different brands like Granimals and Disney. Doesn't matter at all, so long as that is the exact same size. So we don't want 0 to 3 with 3-month items, and you just make sure they're back to front. I like to show both fronts of the shirt on both sides so that the mom can see, you know, those little onesies that says, I love my mom, and then the back side, maybe I love my daddy. And so I think that's just such a great way to bundle those items together.
Yeah.
Same goes
it's so nice to see the graphics, right? Because that's what catches us. Mom, we like our cute stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, and we have these safety pins available for sale on our supply order page. And hello, I am your supply coordinator. We have about a 24-hour, sometimes sooner turnaround for the item. So yes, we sell size 1. This is what that looks like here. Size 2, you can see there's a little bit of gap in between there. Size 3, we really just want to focus on jeans is really the thicker items that we use. I hope that helps.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. All right. Trisha says, good to know. I have a ton of brand new formal dresses. That's great. So, yeah, as long as they are like evening gown type things, yep,
Yes,
bring them all. That's great.
absolutely.
Yes. Okay. So, should we talk to them about the status site?
Yeah, that sounds
We're digging
fabulous.
into tagging. Okay.
Yes. So we are just getting more and more technology savvy. And we so appreciate what our headquarters are doing for us. They are making sure that we are all on the same page when it comes to understanding technology. Maybe if things are lagging on your side, we now have status.jbfsale.com. You're welcome to go there and check out to see if anything is going on. Maybe the tagging site is acting kind of finicky. You're welcome to go check there and see if that's the case. But Nona, if you want to share how to work on your computer, maybe it's running a little bit slow. Nona's going to share.
Yes, absolutely. So, part of what can happen with the tagging site is because many of you know it's new for us. So we updated our site before the last sale, and they are constantly working hard to make it better, to make it faster, to make it more resilient, which means that it's getting updates. And most of the updates, you would never know they happen. They're very quick. But every time there's a small tweak in the system, then it needs to be kind of refreshed, right? So if you're having trouble with the tagging site, the first thing we are always going to recommend is that you clear your browser history, your cookies, and your cache. Okay. And then you're going to restart your browser. And 9 times out of 10, it will pop back up. It will be fresh. What happens is if you leave a window open, then you're going to be working on the version that they've just updated, right? So it's just good. It's really best to log in fresh every time you go to tag. So don't leave the window up for overnight or that kind of thing. Just log back in every time you sit down to tag. And if you have trouble, just clear things out, start refresh, and then Katie, do you want to share about the website?
Yeah, so that's that
On the bottom there. Yeah.
status.jbfsale.com. That's when you're going to find all of that information. If you click on it there, it shows for the day. Today, there's been no reports. You're welcome to also submit a ticket. So say you've cleared your browser, you've cleared your history, you've done all those steps, and it's still acting funny. Maybe you haven't heard from us on our JBF Bremerton page. That's where you could submit a ticket and let them know, hey, this isn't working. And they will respond to you as soon as possible and give you an update of what's going on.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's nice to just have an idea of like, hey, maybe my internet's a little bit slow, or maybe there is something going on. So,
Absolutely.
all right, Sierra's got a question for us. I put my clothing on plastic hangers. Is there a restriction on types of hangers for clothes?
No. So yeah, I always say free is best. We've heard Old Navy was handing out some free hangers. Sometimes I will post if our charity partner gets a good amount of hangers for free. I will let you know on the page. We do have the wire ones for sale through our website. We buy them at cost and sell them at cost. All of the items on our website are very affordable. But whatever is most convenient for you is what we suggest. You are welcome to bring any type of plastic, metal, whatever that looks like for you. Just free is best.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that I would add on to that is just the size of hangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is, when you're dealing with baby clothes, don't be using adult hangers, right? So from babies all the way up to, did you already mention this, Katie? Maybe I
No, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, when you're dealing with baby clothes up to like 4T, 5T,
Yep.
right? Stick with the junior. We sell a junior size hanger, which is great for babies all the way up to 5T. But just be careful that you give it the little shake test because around 5T, you have to switch to an adult hanger. So if you bring all of your baby stuff in on adult hangers, you're going to have a little bit of stress and it's going to stretch out the baby items. I mean, and then if you put adult items or your juniors items, excuse me, on the small hangers, you might make it in fine, but once people are shopping with that, your stuff's just going to fall right off the hangers. So
I waited to adjust for my daughter. She's in size 7, and I've had these youth size for all of her life. And I keep walking into her closet, and I'm like, why is everything on the floor, little one? And it was because just look at how simple that was. I barely tugged on that. This is a size 6, and it just falls off so simply. So Nona's talking about the shake test. If it stays on, you're really okay. But anytime you kind of have to pull a little bit, it could fall off.
absolutely. I see Vonette is commenting on Instagram, and she says
Yay!
pajamas. Hi, Vonette. First of all, she says, you guys look so fresh in the evening. Why, thank you, Vonette. That's the magic of really bright lighting. And then she made a comment, pajamas too. And I'm guessing she's a question. So I'm guessing she's asking about hanging pajama sets. And in reference to you hanging 2 things together. So yeah, if you have a set of pajamas, same thing, right? You're going to hang the top on your hanger, and then you're going to put the bottoms on the back and use the hanger to attach it to the hanger, just like Katie was showing.
I want to add, while we're talking about that, make sure that your hangers are in the question mark form. So I always say, if you're questioning it, you're doing it right. So you want to make sure. Ooh, it's hard to see with this one. I'll grab that plastic hanger, but it might be backwards. But you want to make sure that that hanger is in the question mark form, and you're putting that tag on that right hand side. That way, when they're all in order on that rack, everyone's price tags are on the same side, and it makes it so much easier for the shopper to be able to see.
Yeah. So if you're looking at the front of the garment, so Katie's video is mirrored, you guys. So her hanger's backwards, right? But yeah, you're going to look at it. Does it look like a question mark from the front? Yes. Okay. Carol, we're happy to bring all the questions. Yes, absolutely. So she's curious about large items. Oh, yes. She asked about a metal bed. I'm sorry, and I didn't get your comment up. So she's bringing a loft bed, and she's wondering if it needs to be set up at the sale, and it does. Yes. So beds, pack and plays, cribs, any large playthings like that, if they're not brand new in box, they do need to be set up at the sale. And it's great to have photos also if you have like the manuals. Katie, you could probably touch on the manuals. Thank you very much.
I wanted to share really quick what you're talking about. So when you set up that large item, that changes my lighting a lot. Someone might not know what that looked like brand new in box, or maybe it just still is in the box and that's the way you want to sell it. When we print off, I talk about this one during my class a lot, because the 4 Moms Pack and Play saves lives. It is just a one push and it is set up, but it also is priced at $329.99. All the rest of the pack and plays, what are they ranging? Anywhere from 80 to 150 new. So this one here, I printed off just to show that it says that description on there. One push open, one pull close. Easy one-handed setup and takedown. It has the original price on there. It shows what it looks like set up. That way, when we're showing the shoppers why we're maybe pricing this 4 Moms Pack and Play at like $150, when that's a lot what they are new, it just describes this is a really easy pack and play that can be pushed up and down. You're also welcome to take that manual that Nona was saying and put it into a QR code form. Am I saying that right? There's free generators that can do a QR code. You're welcome to just take that manual, pop it in there. If you have any questions, we're more than happy to help with it. But Nona and I can do it, so we believe in you too.
Yes. Yeah. All manuals these days have a URL, right? They all have a website. And so all you have to do is take that and turn it into it. And so like if you've lost your manual, some of our things like cribs and car seats require a manual, right? So those you can just print a QR code for. You don't have to print off the whole manual. I got clarification on Vonette's question about pajamas. So it was about juniors. So she's asking if there's a restriction on juniors' pajamas. And yes, there are. So pajamas, outerwear, tops, bottoms, dresses, those all have the brand restrictions. So only formal dresses and swimwear do not. So great question. Yes. Okay. Carol has another pricing question. So, what's a good price for a metal frame, full size gaming bed loft with shelves? So, this is a really good question to ask on the consigner chatter page. So, if you're not on our Facebook consigner group, I'm going to drop the link in here. That is a wonderful place to ask for pricing. I'm also going to include our email so you can, so specifically, you'll want to look at the retail price of the item. You'll want to take into consideration how much wear there is and that kind of thing, right? So we want it to be at least 50 to 90% off of retail, right? That's the framework we give you for your pricing. And then from there, you're going to take into account whether it's brand new. We really reserve 50% off for brand new with tag items, right? Or really high, really highly sought after wagons, like, all right, yeah, like a Wonderfold wagon, right? Like, yes, but other things we want to kind of be down closer in the 60 to 90%. So I hope that helps. I'm going to get you some resources to help with specific things, but you'll need to have more information about the item. And we are also happy to help. So you can email us. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she said it's like new. So great. Yes, I'll send you some resources, Carol. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Okay. I want to do another emoji thing. These are
It's been
so
so
much
much
fun.
fun. I know.
I know.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, this one's fun. Okay. We have a secret stash of emoji things, you guys. So keep the questions coming. First of all, you're doing amazing at being brave and asking lots of questions. So keep those up. We're here to answer any tagging questions you have. So keep those going. Katie, would you give us a quick reminder about the 9 and 9 tagging challenge?
Yes, so we are starting tomorrow. You will see bright and early. Our 9 and 9 challenge is starting. We are calling it our back to school 9 and 9 challenge. So that just means to please tag 9 items in 9 minutes or less. We always say 9 items because 9 tags fit on one sheet of cardstock. And so we feel like that's a great way to get the ball rolling. I think if you tag 9 items every day until the sale, I think it comes out to like 275 items that you could be bringing. Imagine that check that will be rolling back. And so we really are excited for this. Every time that you enter, we have a Google sheet that you can put in that information. You will be in a drawing to win a $50 gift certificate to be spent at the sale. So we are so excited. You will see that live with that Google form on our Facebook and Instagram page tomorrow. So
yes.
Excited.
Starts tomorrow and runs for 1 week.
Yes.
So, yes. Okay. Emoji games. Okay. Get those thumbs, fingers ready. Okay. Shopping vibes. Drop a target if you shop with a plan, or starry eyes if you love to browse and discover. Yeah. Oh, Carol, you're so fast. And she got 4. So she's definitely loves to discover. Yeah.
I don't know what I did there. I put a party face in the middle of that. I mean, I love the saying of like, what does JBF want me to buy? Right? Like I love to wander, and I get severe jealousy, FOMO, when I'm working the register and I see things come through. I'm like, where was that? How did I not see that? I wish I would have bought that. And then I just love seeing, maybe your item comes through the register, and just knowing that it's going to bless another family and it gets so much more life out of it. Ugh, that's the best part.
Yeah, that happens to me at least 5 times during the sale. I'm like, oh, where'd you find that one? And I know there's only probably one of them, right? So that happens. So what's your shopping vibe? Do you shop with a plan? I'm a little bit of a hybrid. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So first of all, Sierra is a discover, just like you and Carol. I'm a little bit in the middle. Like I have a plan.
That's true.
But I try to really not be much of an impulse shopper. However, it's JBF. So I always know that I'm going to find stuff that I didn't. It's like Costco, right? You don't know what you want until Costco tells you. And that is pretty much what JBF is like. You're like, I don't know. I know what my kids like. And so I just kind of discover.
You start there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun. I love JBF for that, for the random things that aren't sold in our basic stores. I love the boutique things. And My
You are
favorite
not
find was
alone.
those, remember the bell-bottom pants that I found for Lizzie? Oh,
Oh,
I just
yes.
hugged them down. My heart just, and you know what's funny? I started
Yeah,
shopping and I told my husband, "Hey, go look around and see if you see anything that kind of catches your eye." And he
yeah.
pulled the exact same pair of pants that I did. I thought it was
Oh.
hilarious. Yeah, so sweet.
We got more. Heather's the same way, and so is Abby. And yeah, that's kind of like, I feel like it's like any sort of resale thing, right? You can't be too stringent on, you can have a plan as far as this is what I need. You have your list, right? But you just never know what's going to be there. And so some of it just gets to be a fun surprise. So,
Yes.
yes. Absolutely. All right. Do you guys have any more questions? We have got some that came from the Facebook page. So while I'm adding some of these, um, you can feel free to add any more that you have. Um, Tagging is ramping up. You guys are getting busy. And so the questions are coming in, which is great. We
Mhm.
love that because it means you guys are getting answers and all that kind of stuff. And we, by the way, Katie, are so out of time, but I'm just going to keep going for a while. As long as you guys are on here and you have questions, we will definitely stay on a little bit later. So here's a great one. How would you pack sheets and blankets? Can they be folded into a bag or do they need hangers?
Dun,
Katie.
dun, dun. These bags are for sale. We sell these bags on our website. This is one of the options. I personally just love to roll it up into like a sleeping bag roll and use some ribbon or twine or whatever you have on hand, because we mamas like to feel those blankets. And
We
the
do.
softer the item, the more it gets into my cart. So
Yes.
that's just an option for you. But if you really, maybe it's a new with tag and you don't want it to get dirty and you're just nervous about it, you're welcome to purchase these blanket bags. We have 3 sizes available, but I prefer just to roll it up, and you can even safety pin it closed. We've got those too.
Yes. Yeah. I really feel like based on kind of how things move through the bedding department, if it is out of plastic, it sells faster because we
Absolutely.
do like to touch. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, obviously new in tags is different, completely different. Yeah. But I do feel like that. I've done like, yeah, some big safety pins, but I think
Mhm.
Katie's idea is really cute. It makes it sellable, right? And this is something that came to mind when we were talking earlier, you guys, and that is when Katie was showing us the list of how she printed off what this pack and play does and the retail price, going that little bit above and beyond and helping to describe the item and show people why it's so special and those kind of things can really kind of help you to get a premium for your items. So it's like the extra little touches of presentation matter, and things sell better when they're very well organized and clean. And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We have another one. I have some Freedom Mom instant maxi pads for postpartum, no box, but individually wrapped. Would these be a no thank you? Without the wrapper, without the outside wrapper, the package, I mean.
That's a tough one. I think it would be okay so long as they are perfectly wrapped, but you are going to be having to be very descriptive on your tag. It's one of those things that you're going to want to print out what it used to be in,
Mhm.
and price
Picture,
very
yeah,
appropriately because it has been
yeah.
opened, that bag.
Yes.
Because I know we do sell diapers that have
Mhm.
been opened up before, and maybe it's just like one sleeve, or they took out 3 and that's all they sold, and then they taped the bag shut. Um,
Yes.
and they sell it that way. Just
Yeah. So maybe in like a gallon Ziploc bag or whatever Ziploc bag they fit into, and then use packing tape,
mhm.
the good old plastic packing tape to seal it shut so it's not getting opened. And yeah,
Yeah,
a photo.
good question.
Yeah. Okay. Carol's got a question about what rules on wearable breast pumps. Great question.
Love that question. I'm going to talk about that for a second because we do allow breast pumps so long as they are closed pump systems. We do have to take into account that you are able to receive a free breast pump with your insurance, and so to price accordingly. Although some of these wearable breast pumps, like the Willow, I am out of touch. My daughter is now almost 8. And so I don't know the other brands that are out there, but they are more expensive and they are not allowed with your insurance. So that is something to take into a consideration, right? We do still want to be in that 50 to 90% off retail, but yes, you are able to bring them. Sometimes they're going to be in high value because if they are above $50, those could step into our high value area, and it is absolutely shocked people come running for those types of things. But I know those working mamas, or maybe you're just cooking in the kitchen and you got your hands full with those babies and they love those wearable breast pumps. So
yes,
absolutely allowed.
They absolutely are. Yeah. Great. Oh, we answered her question without even asking. So cool. I was going to ask about diapers. Yes, absolutely. We have a lot of people. Right. Yeah.
I love
Sometimes you buy, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes you buy a pack of diapers and you're like, whoa, they just grew instantly. And all of a sudden these don't fit.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Carol has a fun question. Will you be doing an egg hunt on day 1 of opening? So no, sadly, we can't pull off an egg hunt on day 1, but half price sale is always a really fun night, and we always plan something special. So I guarantee there will be some sort of a surprise on half price opening night, which is Friday night. Yes. But fun question. You must have been there last year when we did. Yes. For those of you that don't, not last year, but in the spring. For those of you that don't know, we did an Easter egg hunt on half price day in the spring. So yes.
But we're coming into Halloween.
It really is. I know. You ready to be a ghost again, Katie?
Oh, yes. I got new earrings. They're so cute. Like hanging skeletons. So fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay. I'm going to check the other sites really quick. Should we do one more question?
I wanted to touch on one really quickly because we keep talking about shoes. Just remember that there is no limit on size or brand with shoes. Yep. So my nephew is only 13 and he wears size 16 shoe. Absolutely insane. So there's no size limit. That poor boy needs some shoes too. And so we want to make sure to let you know that we have no limit. Just make sure that the other ones are current teen styles, that we're not bringing old tall pumps and those kind of things, right? We want to make sure that we are just adhering to those teens and kids in our area. So.
Yeah. Leave the matronly shoes at home and the mature men's comfort shoes and those kind of things. Yeah, we want things that teens are excited about and happy to get. So great. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for so many great questions. We had a wonderful time chatting with you all. And if we didn't get to your question, drop them in the comments anyway, because even after we're live, this video will sit on our consignor page and we will keep answering questions over the next few days. So also feel free to reach out to Katie and I via email, and I will drop that in the comments as well. And I think that's it. Oh, Carol has one more. I'm going to do one more quick question. Yeah. He's asking about, I have teen daughters who want to work the sale. Is it still open for helpers? One daughter is 18, the other is 16. So we are actually hiring. We do have a minor work permit this year, which is really exciting because we have some teens who love to work with us. But unfortunately, the schedule is full for this sale. But definitely reach out to us for the spring 2026. Boy, does that feel weird to say, Katie. Spring 2026 sale, because they are more than welcome to apply. So great question. All right. Okay, everyone. Katie, yay, we're done.
So good luck on the 9 and 9 challenge coming up. Congratulations on all your kids back to school. We are so excited for it, and we are ready for you to just make this your best sale yet. So with that, we'll see you soon. And I can't wait. I'm just looking forward to seeing all the people who apply for that.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yay. It's coming down the pike. We're almost there.
Yeah. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and we will see you next week.
Yep. Bye-bye.